my course last week. Oh, last week I'm so busy a little bit, so I just study for one process.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's about testing. The testing is a method to measure about that how your product is good or bad. Then let us know that what we have to do next, like or launching or depends a little bit. Okay, the testing that I study from the course have four way, like heuristic evaluation, usability audit, usability testing, and the click testing. About heuristic evaluation, like we have to looking for how about that we testing by looking for user interface, and you evaluate like is matching with the real world, oh is good, how good or bad, like that, like that, like this one, that if we think that is good, you drag to the right, and when we think that is not good, we drag it to the left. Yeah. And the next one is audit. Usability is about that to looking for that what your product is following your purpose, right? Yes, no, or not available, something like this. And usability testing is about to measure that how they're friendly with the user, that how it user can use this product easy. And the last one is a quick testing to testing about how your product interactive with us, or how it's good work or not, like you do to me for many times.
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, okay, I see.
Okay, that's all.
Can you go back to the heuristic approach?
Yeah.
So right now, what you explain is you explain only visibility of the system status, right?
Yeah.
So the system keeps the user informed about what is going on through appropriate feedback within reasonable time. Okay, so I see in this slide you have heuristic and usability. I don't know what you mean when you put them when they are on the same line like this.
It's just a tool for do a testing. Yes, it's just a tool. How what is a match with the product, something like this.
Okay.
It's just one way. Okay.
The next slide to this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is just like a checklist that you that you have to prepare for your product, right? Only for the visibility of the system status, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but this checklist, I think you should try to really use it in your design also, because it has very important questions here. For example, like, does every display begin with a title, header that describe the screen content? This one, most of the time you think it's obvious, but sometimes many people forget to put the title on the page.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of time when I see designs, you forget to put the title and you start by the content directly. And this is something very important. So try to keep in mind all of these questions. They are very important.
Okay.
Yes. So you can share them to Mim also. Mim, these type of things are very important. You should check it, especially front end, Mim and Tyler. You guys should really check this checklist on every design.
This one is just an example that have in the course, but
yeah, I know
yeah,
it's an
actually that's
example,
all.
but
Yeah.
actually in general, it's these questions are there actually.
Okay.
Mm. It's a general accessibility, like usability audit.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, all good for me. Anyone else have a question?
Yeah.
No?
No.
Okay, fine. Good job, Taito.
Okay, thank you.
Test is tester. Nah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not easy test. Have
Yes.
lot of section of test.
Yeah.
Testing is not easy at all. Not at all. Okay, who's going next? Mim? Okay. You have 5 minutes.
Today is I will explain about this project. Today don't have a PowerPoint to presentation, but I will explain on my code.
That's okay.
Okay.
We can't see your screen. You guys can see the
You
screen?
cannot. Okay. Yep. My computer is lag.
Oh, okay.
I can do anything.
Okay, so
มันคลิกไม่ได้เลย
She can stop share screen right now.
oh,
Okay, let me next and to
F can share
Wait,
for you, right? You can share your. Oh, she
oh
cannot.
yes,
Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine. We can see now.
okay
เอฟแชร์ได้ปะ
We can see your screen now. It's okay. Okay, Mim, you can start.
Oh, I can click anything on my screen.
oh
Oh, you don't see any.
every Mim can see anything but cannot click
Oh, oh.
Yes.
You
I
need
think
a
Mim
laptop.
laptop is so slow.งั้น stop ก่อนก็ได้ อ๋อ cannot click anything หรอ
ได้
I think you have to reject her screen right now.
อือฮึอ๋อ
เดี๋ยว
Mim
เดี๋ยวเขาออกกันก็ได้ เดี๋ยวเข้าไปใหม่
โอเค
เดี๋ยวขึ้น
Okay, Mim can let me present.
Okay, fine. She will prepare herself. You can go ahead. If
Okay ค่ะ Okay, let me share screen now. No. Everyone can see my screen.
yes.
Oh, okay ค่ะ Everyone still in the trip and tricks in After Effects again. Okay, let's start with this. Hey, this small one. Why? Yeah, like this. Okay. Okay. This week I'm learning or the trick is stoke gradient in After Effects. In a normal, every time when I need to make gradient, color gradient, I'm just need to make in Illustrator and then import to After Effects and then make animation. But for this trip and trick, I can make the gradient by dot text, right?
Okay.
Okay, can everyone? Okay, do you see? The gradient is in a normal gradient can make with the dot is a lot of dot can make the color is seem like a gradient. You see the dot. In for this text, you have the frequency. You can see the frequency of dot, and you can identify the color is blue and then purple and then red, right? But if have a lot of frequency, you cannot see the dot. But for this this shape is made by dot.
Okay.
Yes, that the point of stock gradient is the easy way to make gradient in After Effects. No need to make in Illustrator and then import again. That is save time for make the gradient. Okay. In the next is smoke text expression. This seems like technique. Yeah. This is the final, but for this video, I am the make the long frequency for you can see the dot, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but in this trick is the follow with the expansion. Is expansion can make the shape is movement the smoke, right?
Yeah.
No need to add animation frame by frame. Just set the coding in expressions. Come on, this here, like this, like here.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one is the fur. It's not effect, but pen fur style. Where you can see the shape of cake. Look at it, and in the string, right? When I'm at the wiggle part, the option wiggle part is one of option in After Effects can make the object like this to this. Seem like a fur. Seem like a fur. Right. Yes.
All right.
Then I adapt every trick to make it. Yeah. The camera is cake, use the fur, and this use the guardian and use the smoke style for make this candle like this.
And
Yes.
fire.
Yes. Okay, that's all for me.
Nice. Good job.
Okay.
What's the difference between the gradient that you use for stroke, the first one, stroke gradient, and the second one, the smoke expression? So you can use smoke expression for anything?
No, the smoke, I don't need you to follow the smoke, but follow the expression can make the object movement like smoke, but cannot make only smoke. It can make the candle refine on candle like this. Just use the technique. This technique.
Okay, I think my question is to use the smoke movement effect, right? You need a stroke, or you can use any shape.
In the tutorial, it cannot. I am trying to use for any shape. It cannot only add the expression style with the text style only. The text is only dot. It's not A, B, C, D, E. It cannot. It's only dot. Can make like this.
Okay, I see. Okay, good job.
Thank you. Let's stop share screen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mim, you ready now?
Ready, but I don't know my laptop. Okay.
Okay, waiting for Mim share the screen. Mim กดแชร์ยังอ่ะ
แป๊บนึงโอเคค่ะ Can you see
Right.
my screen?
Yes.
Okay ค่ะ on my project you see the two bottom today I present how to parsing data with event binding and property binding. Okay. When you click on recipe, now it's active on recipe bottom. But when you click the shopping list, it show content on the shopping list. You can switch the bottom. I will share you how to create.
Okay.
Switch the screen. Okay ค่ะ okay. Oh.
Wait, did you explain? That's all? The explanation of what you did?
Yes. Can you see my screen on my code?
Yes, we can see
Okay
you.
ค่ะ first oh sorry okay ค่ะ
sorry
Yes.
มิมไม่ต้องลงดีเทลของโค้ดแต่แค่อธิบายคอน
Not
เซป
the
ต์
code detail, the concept.
อธิบายคอนเซปต์ของ
Yes.
ของการทำงานพอ
concept
โชว์ตรงนั้นก็ได้ว่าคอนเซ
I
ปต์มัน
think
เป็น
you
ยังไง
can show the final product first and
Final
explain
okay
that.
ค่ะ
Yeah. Explain that because obviously the code not everyone will understand. So just a big idea. Can you, if you can
okay
explain
ค่ะ
that?
on the bottom I will create two bottom
Yeah.
button that you see and create one function is on select function and I will add the property in the function and I cannot explain when I don't see the code.
Yeah, that's what you have to be able to explain what we are seeing right now. I'm seeing recipe list works,
Okay.
and then recipe detail, and then new recipe.
You can you only forgot the only two button.
Okay. So the other things on the top, we don't need to think about that, right?
I think I will extend on my code, but I will only simple extend.
Okay.
Okay. I create a two button that you see that two button recipe button and shopping list button. And I create a function. In the function have have a property, recipe, and shopping list. And go to and I add the on I can say it, on the property that I create. I add on the app server selector and if you see two paragraph I use the ngIf. It means ngIf is recipe load feature equal recipe. It show the content on recipe component. But the load filter not equal recipe, it show the content on the shopping list because on this on select recipe, if load feature equal recipe, it show content in this button.
Yes.
And,
What does it mean when you use ngIf like that?
ngif is it mean will render with the then cost or else cost.
Human language. Please. Because no one understands what you say.
If I click on the recipe button, the function is calling recipe. The function is calling equal recipe. It will calling recipe component, but in the shopping list, the load feature not equal recipe. They will calling the shopping list because shopping list not equal the recipe. Okay. And next, go to the project. And next, when I click on the item, it will show the content in that item.
1 second.
The way to create it.
Give me 1 second. I bring her.
Okay. Oh my God. ก็ดูไม่รู้จะอธิบายยังไง
ก็แค่อธิบายว่ามันทำงานยังไงแค่นั้นเองไม่ได้สนใจว่าโค้ดมันเป็นยังไงพี่สนใจแค่ว่ามันทำงานยังไง
เมื่อกี้พอเข้าใจปะ
ไม่เข้าใจครับเพราะว่าพี่ไม่สนใจ
Mim,
Okay.
when you click recipe one, what issue the right side, right?
Yes.
Oh, and you click recipe two, issue another dish.
A recipe 2 and a recipe 1.
Okay.
Okay.
shopping list
And shopping list on content on shopping list แต่หนูยังไม่ได้ทำข้างในจะไปเป็น
Okay.
next part. Okay.
So this page is the content for recipe, right?
You can in the shopping list you can adapt on the navigate bar or anything you use, and this you can how I can say, you can click item and show content that in the component.
yes this is we need it
This is what we need to hear.
we need to understand this
Yes.
we don't need to understand your code how to
We don't need to understand the code.
Okay.
What we need to understand is what happens when you click the recipe button.
Yes.
Right? What happens is when you click the recipe button, it brings the recipe list.
Yes.
Right? That's why on the top you have recipe list works.
Yes.
Right?
And
Works
yes.
because when you click recipe there, the function is to show the recipe list.
Yes.
Right?
When you click here.
And when you click on individual recipe, it shows the detail.
Yes.
That's why it says recipe details works on the side.
Okay. Now it's clear.
It's same the create. Okay.
you just tell what the technique you use
Yes.
That's all.
I use the parsing event data and property by event binding and property binding.
yes that's all show
Okay.
how it works and what the technique you use
Yes.
Okay.
You say how it works, and then what did you do for it to work like that, right?
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
But it's good. This is one of the biggest thing in the computer basically. When you click something, it shows something, you know. Yeah, just explain that, but tell what you did. Like how to do that is data binding basically.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
how to pass data it's have many way to pass data but we just need to know what the technique you pass
That you use, yes.
Event binding and property
Yes.
binding.
Event binding, what does it mean?
Event binding is if you if you want to show some content, but you can call them from the author component and you show
Are you
in the
sure
component.
you're sure that's the meaning?
human word meme. Event is event, binding is
Event
binding.
binding means, okay, when there is an event, when there is an event that happened to a component, you apply a function. So when you click on a component, when you hover on a component, when you remove the mouse on the component, all of these are events, right? Computer events that are happening to a button. A button can have many events: on hover, on click, on mouse over, on mouse, like many events, right? On mouse touch, that's the thing. So when one of the event happen, you show something, or you remove something, or you add something, or you hide the page, or you scroll down, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it easy, but we are not programmers. Make it easy for people. Okay, but good job, good job.
Oh, good guy.
You understand it, that's all that matters.
Yes, I
Okay.
understand, but I cannot extend.
Yes, yes.
But I understand.
Yeah, that's
So,
okay. Next time, try to write it, just a small explanation, and then.
Oh, I write my script, but my script is so very long.
Good. I see.
Okay.
That's okay. Okay, fine. Good job, man. Next is 2.
Okay. Okay. Let me share the screen. This time I'm gonna talk. Is my screen freezing or okay? This time I would like to share you the one that I learned as a second week. Can you see my screen? Okay. This time, the course that I took is content marketing actually. But before we go to the content marketing, to introduce how important is the marketing overall, and also secondly, that was the first week. The second week is before we jump into the detail of the content, they explain how important is the web design for the brand or the business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So why is the web design important? Excuse me. Why is the web design important? Because the web design is what people notice before even they read what is inside. You know, they see in the first glance. If it is interesting, it show. I mean, if the design is interesting, it makes people interested and read more. If it is not interesting in the first glance, people will not be interested what is inside. Even it is really good deal inside. You know, if the design is not attractive enough, people will not be reading inside detail. And web design set up the tone for the entire experience, for the user experience. And another one is it is crucial impact for the attention and for the interest of your customers. Also, it brings, I mean, it is a key factor when it comes to building the trust. You know, also it is said that 94% of audience trust is design related. It's about a little bit psychological, human psychology, I think. And what can we do to get the web to design, you know, to build a website with the interesting design and trustworthy and also attractive? We can use 4 methods basically. Make sure the first one is make sure the website is responsive. I have each of them in a little bit detail below. This is just a topic. The second one is eliminate unnecessary clutter for your design, such as we have sometimes widgets or sometimes pop-up information that is not necessary. And the third thing is, when possible, add elements to the social proof. I mean, some testimonials that people already use your service and some feedback or recommendations. so that it can bring more trust to another new customers. Also make sure that your website has multiple method of contact available. So if the business is about like international business, like let's say for shipping, we have multiple branches in our other countries, so that customer can contact easily in each office. If we have multiple contacts available, it is easier for the customer and also easier for them to make to make purchase for the customer. Okay, let's go into the detail of each one. Number one is make sure that your website is responsive. What it means is it's responsive to each device that customer is using. And like we have to nowadays it is more focused on the mobile rather than the previous days. I mean, offering a good user experience on a mobile device is essential because most people is using mobile every day to search anything on Google or everywhere. Even more than 60% of Google searches are coming from the mobile device these days. So how can we do that? We can do by 3 methods. They call it dynamic serving. Another one is separating the size. I mean, let's say dynamic serving is how using the same URL but using different codes, like Meme did, I think. Meme did before. When people click on the desktops, it goes to the desktop version, but when people click it on the mobile device, it goes automatically according to the code developed behind that URL link. Another one is separate sites. Just provide the customer each site. When they click with the desktop, they should use this website link, and when they click on the mobile, they can use this link, so they don't have a problem when they use the wrong link. I mean, sometimes when we click the desktop version on the mobile, it is very confusing and cannot see clearly of the content inside. It makes people not interesting or not want to read what is inside. You have to zoom or you have to scroll down or something. And also another one is responsive design. The same link, same website, the same content on all device, but it has like the same as the number one. It has flexibility to rearrange the content according to the user's screen size, or even on the desktop or mobile or tablet or whatever. And this is the first thing you can improve the website design, make it mobile friendly or user friendly on any device. The second thing is eliminate the unnecessary clutter. It means this could be a sidebar. Sometimes we have a drop down menu automatically dropping down, and widgets or bells and whistles that could contribute to the website primary goal. I mean, when we create a landing page, we have the primary goals. I mean, what we want the customer to do, to read or to buy. When we distract the customer along the way, it could make them not take the action that we want them to do. Use only 2 to 3 purposes or choice on one page. We can use only one call to action button in one page if possible. If we make multiple choices, it could make customer feel confused which one to take first or something like that. And another one is single column design, make people where to focus on their attention and eliminate unnecessary typos. That's the topic. Another one is use white space. When they tell use white space, I just think about Apple. They use a lot of white space to make the product popped. The content inside is very clearly visible when they use the white space. It makes the content pop up and stand out. And also use some bold color when you want to focus, when you want the customer to take focus. And another one is bells and whistles, only distract them from the core objective unless it is necessary. And another one is create a landing page. If you have a special occasion, special sales or something like flash sale or flash deal, you can make it separately from the main homepage so that the customer is not confusing when they come to the landing page. There is only one thing to do on the landing page, just showcase whatever you want to sell on the flash sales, and they just buy it directly. So it's not confusing to the customers. And another point is wherever possible, add element that. Is it 5 minutes already?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna make it quick.
Yeah, 1 more minute.
All right, thank you. If we have more, if the business is has been a few years, we can have some kind of reviews or testimonials, and also some recommendation from the previous customers, you know, and then you can use that to add inside your homepage, so that other new customer, when they come in, they see the previous customer satisfaction, and then they trust your website easily. So you can showcase the feedback from the happiest customer from the social media or recommendation. Also, you can display the logo, something like we do in shipping. We have the corporate with some clients. We can use the logos, so that these logos are already trustworthy to the customers already. When they see these logos, they can trust your business already. And also, when you have some coverage on the press, on the news, you can also use the logo to put on your website, so they bring more trust and belief for the new customers. And the last thing is to make sure your website has multiple contacts, such as if we, let's say, for example, in shipping, we have different offices in different countries. So it is easier for customer from each country to contact the local contact point. That's all for my presentation today. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you have any question?
You use very good website, for example.
Yeah, this is what I can think in the first place is shipping.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone has questions? No questions.
No.
Okay, good job. Too.
Thank you.
Everything was clear.
Okay.
Okay. The last one is me.
Yeah.
Okay, for this week is in the detail, a bit detail of S3. S3 is service of the like a cloud of Amazon's web service. If you can remember, for the S3 is the cloud of the like a Google Drive in Amazon service. And S3 have more advanced from Google Drive. Is they have a encryption before you save the data. It's built-in function. Okay, S3 encryption is have the, how to say, the standard of the encryption type. Is have the server-side encryption with S3 managed key. SSE S3 is one type of the encryption. It's same server sent to the client, sent to server before save is encryption first.
What's the meaning of encrypting? Encryption.
Meaning of encryption is when you have the data 1, 2, 3, 4, before you send, is convert your 1, 2, 3, 4 to the standard of the encrypt standard. It can be changed to A, B, C, D, E. If you cannot track back, if you don't have the key.
Okay.
If you don't have the same standard, you know, the method you use.
I know.
But, I'm saying you two fresh have confused.
What make
why I'm
the
asking.
So what make the regular, let's say, when you save regularly without encrypting, and what is the difference when you encrypt it?
Yes.
What benefit you get?
That's the question.
What the question? I don't understand.
I mean, let's say you said that S3 is like a cloud drive for Amazon, right?
Yes.
So when you save some file on that, you don't encrypt it. And another way is you save the file and you encrypt it. What is the difference between without encrypting and encrypting?
Okay, without encrypting is the file you don't save.
Okay.
When you encrypt your file, if you got hacked and hacker don't have your same standard you use, hacker is got the file but it cannot read the file.
So you mean it is more secure than the normal way of?
That's why I say it's secure more than Google Drive. Google Drive, if you got hacked, you see the file, you can download the file out, like
Okay.
something like this.
So when you encrypt the file and you upload it, even when someone got your file, they cannot extract it. They cannot decrypt it, right?
Yes, if you don't have the
So you need to create
the tool,
decryption key.
some tool, the key, some key, yes.
Okay.
The master key, it's there.
Mhm.
If you don't have the master key, you cannot open the file.
Okay, yes. And this one show is only the standard of Amazon have. It means ST have SSE S3, SSE KMS is and SSE C. You see, it have the standard of they have.
The encryption standard, right?
Yes, the encryption standard.
All right.
Client side encryption also they have. Before you send the data from client to server.
Okay.
They have the standard. If you need to use ST, you have to developing your program is same standard of Amazon. That why make your program or your file, your data is safe, is secure. There's the built-in. That's why Amazon is the best of the cloud computing to use and very expensive. Yes. For next is called DNS and Amazon Love 53. What it mean? DNS is the service of the Amazon. The full name is domain name system. What's domain name system? Domain name system, when you have the domain, you have to tell your domain what your web server, your store. Okay, let's see. This client, this one is client. You type the domain, right? The domain name. In the domain name, you set already. Okay, this domain name direct to this IP. Go to the IP, and okay, this IP back to client. Client go to web server. Web server is mean have, how I say,
complicated. Okay, for the domain name system, it works like this. Normally, every website has an IP, right? The value 192.168.0.1, right? Every website is like that by default. But to make it easy for people to remember the name, the IP, they attach a name to that IP, right? So instead of that number, instead of you going online and typing 192.168 like that, you type the name of the website. And then the name will redirect to that IP.
Yes, that human one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So if we know the value of one domain, can we type directly the value and it go the same way or no?
No.
No.
We just have to type the name.
Because of the domain name system, right?
Okay.
It need to connect to the web server that will serve you the data that are in that IP.
Okay.
Web server is mean, you remember for the compute, the AWS compute, the last section. That is called web server.
Okay.
Wrap up.
So the web server makes things easy for the customer, for the human. When they type some names, the web server, the DNS server, they change to the specific value to each one.
The DNS server changes that the name to the IP, and then the IP goes to the web server to serve the customer.
Okay.
I mean, to serve the user. Yeah.
Okay.
This one is you in detail. You see,
Mm. Like,
user
Okay.
go to this domain.
.com something. Okay.
The domain back send the ID IP back,
yes.
and the IP call to web server.
The browser will make a request,
Request to web server. You see,
and then
and web server, whatever you use, is like a Windows server, Ubuntu, something like I present for the last section. And in this, you can have region, S3 storage, web server storage, whatever service you have in wrap up is called web server.
Okay.
This is the way of DNS system.
Okay.
Or the Amazon, they call the name of DNS system is Amazon Route 53.
53. Okay.
Yes, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm select only the part of a human have to know. I didn't select all of the technical to present.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
So can I have an outside question?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's say when someone hack some kind of website, which part? I mean, at what point they hack? When they go to the TNS, or when they between the DNS and customer, or between the web server and customer? It can happen anywhere.
Everywhere.
It can happen anywhere. Depends on where your app or your website is not secure. If you didn't write the code correctly to establish a connection between the user and the server, then they can hack there. So say, for example, sometime that's why you need to clear the console sometime, right? Sometimes they can see your full code, like entirely your code, right? Or if you launch a website and all the data of the customer need to be saved in the local storage, meaning on the machine, you can steal that data.
Yes.
Okay.
And also,
you understand?
The server and client is contact by internet. You can inject internet everywhere, every time, if you don't encrypt data before you send to server.
So that's why Amazon encryption is important to make your data secure.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just like the encryption I told you on cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's almost same model.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So they just hide the data. You put one data, if you put an image, they hide it, and then you send it. So anyone else who doesn't have a key cannot see that. But if you have a key, you can see the data.
But the crypto is more advanced because it have
the
chain.
Is more advanced, yes.
The chain of the value, the data. But if you save the data in Amazon and you know this guy use this standard, you can get the data and convert. It means encrypt by this standard too, if you know. But it's not easy, but it can be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to know what's the standard of encryption. For example, it's just like if let's say I have a safe in my house, right? And then I'm trying to I put my money inside and I send it let's say I have it here and I send it to the office, right? It's safe, my money is safe, but the person who knows the type of safe, the version of that safe, can open it. I mean, if they know it very well, right? Then they can open it, but no one else can open it.
Yeah, except for that person. I mean, those type of people who knows the structure of the safe.
Except for that person and me, that's it.
Yeah. It is secure, but not 100%.
Yes, it's secure. I can send it, I can throw it, I can leave it on the road. I can leave my safe on the road. No one can open it if they don't know, like either the code or like how it's built, because every safe it's built differently.
Yes.
Yes. So that's the
Okay.
concept.
Mm,
That's
Okay.
my course.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
New, how about your subject?
I have one. I will show you, but it's a trick from the Photoshop. First, last week I tried to do something like this.
Okay.
Okay. Let me set the I have to click program one time.
You have to do what?
I have to restart the Zoom because it's up for security and privacy to share the screen.
Oh, okay, fine.
Today, will have any presentation? I'm interested.
But doesn't have today.
Yes, maybe I cannot be there in time.
Okay, it's not practice. I mean, just want to hear what is new with
Yeah, for me, I'm learning a new course. I haven't finished yet. I mean, I don't have much to say today because it's just the beginning. Computing for cryptocurrency. Okay. New is there now.
Okay. You see it? My
Yes.
screen. It's about to make the glow effect in Photoshop.
Mhm.
I will tell you how to do it. First thing is find some picture, some image, and select the object and select only the. In this case, I select only the upper part
The horn.
of the deer.
Mm.
And I change the background color. It's like a effect it's hard to expand.
Like dark.
Yeah, it's the moonlight.3dl. You
Okay.
can find the color lookup.
Mm.
I change only the background color and I start to create the light on the horn. It's like you create the light and you copy the layer and make it blur, so it look like when you see the light, you see the something like a blur, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I change the light color in hue and saturation and create clipping mark only the horn.
Mhm.
And do the reflect light on the any part. It's like you use the brush on clipping mark.
Mhm.
I don't know how to expand, but I know how to do it.
Yes, and
Yeah, I will show you the all of layer. Yeah, this the layer 0 is the image, and this the mark. Layer 0 copy is the mark for the background, and I use curve and hue and saturation for change the background color and light. And this one is the group one is the light on the horn, and this layer 1051 is effect I change to it's the image, and I change to be the screen and change the color with hue and saturation again. And this the image before and after is look like a horn. It bright. Yes.
Okay, that's nice. How did you make the glow? Like I didn't see the glow. I see everything else, but like the glow of the horn. The glow part, not the color part, because you said that you do this.
Yeah, it's like a how to say. It's like a you blur it. The layer is this layer is in the group one. I will show you in the first file. It's easiest to understand.
Yes, yes.
Let me loading it.
Nice effect.
นิวมันคือเอฟเฟกต์เหมือนที่แบบพวกในหนังในพวกนิยายอะไรพวกนี้ปะ
คล้ายๆกันแต่ว่าน่าจะคล้ายๆกันอันนี้you see the Photoshop screen or just only the
สวิตช์ครับสวิตช์
Only
Okay.
the presentation.
แป๊บหนึ่ง
สต็อปไปเลยก็ได้ครับเราแชร์ไหม
ไม่ใช่ละมันออกไงวะอุ๊ด
ข้างบนสุดเขียวๆครับแล้วกด stop sharing ก่อนก็ได้ครับ
ของผมแม่งเหมือนกลายเป็นไอ้นี่ไปแล้วกลายเป็นอีกแบบอีกเวอร์ชันหนึ่งที่ไม่เคยใช้
อ้าว
อ๋อโอเคเจอแล้วโอเคอันนี้เห็นหน้า Photoshop
อือฮึ
Okay, I'll show you in the group one. It's like a duplicate layer. If I close the eye, the layer one is only the color. If I close it, yeah, the color is gone. And this layer, the layer one copy is with the Gaussian blur. It's like a make the light grow. And
Okay, I see.
this is the Gaussian blur again. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I think so. You basically blur, you duplicate the horn and then you blur it.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
And you have to create the reflect light by yourself.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Nice. This is a nice effect. So that means you can change the color of the glow, right?
Yes, sure. If I change this, the color will change.
But the reflection you have to change manually.
I have to change it too because it's
the color that you change. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice effect.
Thank you.
Good job.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. I think that's all for today. I think you guys don't mind. I was recording this so I can post on Yarrow.
Okay.
Yarrow, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Fine.
Never mind. Yeah.
All right. Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.
New and for new, I will contact you again, like for the artwork that we need to do for more good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, fine. And if you need anything from me for Silk, you let me know. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.